There are a few things that make a weapon a must-pull on a character. 1. They don't have any other option, of course. 2. Damage amplification. And 3. Defense ignore. Lethean Elegy has 2 of these, so just how good is this weapon? For Phrolova, a rectifier user, she has so many weapon options, but how much of a difference are those meager weapons to her majestic signature? My name is VoidEnigma, and I'll be talking about Phrolova's best weapon options. Her best in slot is insanely good, and just how necessary is it? Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this discussion, leave a like, and let's dismantle her violin and see how good it really is. Lethean Elegy is the type of signature that every character wants. You get 32% resonant skill damage bonus, 32% echo damage amplification, 8% defense ignore, and a suitable 24% crit rate. The damage bonus is fine for a resonant skill as that's about 30% of her kit, but the 32% echo amp is significant. You see, damage amplification is different from damage bonus. Damage amp is a multiplicative buff, rather than the standard damage bonus, so it's much more desired. Stacking on the defense ignore as well, yeah, great all-around weapon. This is definitely a great signature, but in a world where you're a rectifier user, it's not that needed, right? Especially when you decided to pick up one of the other great weapons that she can use. I've talked about this go-to weapon so many times, and it's time to finally remind you of the greatness of Stringmaster. 36% crit rate, massive, and a 48% attack buff, massive. Attack percent bonuses are much better than any other attribute bonus, such as resonant skill or anything like that, because not only does it affect every part of her kit, but it just scales better. Stringmaster's passive is also kinda mistranslated, but it breaks down to this. While it reads, when dealing resonant skill damage, increase attack by 12%, stacking up to 2 times. This effect lasts for 5 seconds. When the wielder is not on field, increase their attack by an additional 12%, right? The actual effect is as follows. When dealing resonant skill damage, increase attack by 12%, and if that character is off field, you get an additional 12%. This stacks up to 2 times, meaning you get 48% attack total. Unfortunately, Phrolova cannot fully take advantage of this because her off-field damage is considered echo skill damage. However, she does get the 48% attack bonus when she's off-field for about 5 seconds into her maestro. When she's on-field, she can easily get that 24% attack buff. Great secondary option, and there is never a moment where Stringmaster isn't a great option on a damage dealer. The next best weapon for our Echo user is of course Whispers of Siren. Massive crit damage substat, and the passive that we can actually use. When you cast an Echo skill after casting an intro skill or a basic attack, you get a stack, up to 2. With 1 stack, you get a meager 40% damage bonus, which is less than useful, okay I guess. But at 2 stacks, you get to ignore 12% havoc res. Sadly, this effect ends when you swap off field, so it won't be a great choice. Why do they keep making these weapons so restrictive? Like, they could have easily removed that one line. So she can use this on field with normal Echo cast and her enhanced heavy attack to ignore 12% havoc res, but as soon as she swaps off, then that buff is going to just disappear and you'll just have this weapon as a stat stick. Sorry that I hyped it up to be amazing. It's a good option, just not a great option. The other weapons are also less than desirable, but I guess a few of them will work. Rhyme Drape Spouts and Luminous Hymn are good stat sticks. They give 72% crit damage and 36% crit rate respectively, but that's kind of all they give. They don't really get anything from the passive, well, for Phrolova anyways. The standard weapon Cosmic Ripples kinda sucks. It's literally just base attack and the attack percent from the substat. The passive is not good on her at all. She doesn't use energy regen, and the basic attack bonus is just a small portion of her kit. It's still a suitable option and you can use it and it'll get you a little something, but there are just so many better options, but of course they're all premium. The Battle Pass weapon, however, Augment, is an exceptional option on her. 20% crit rate, and up to 48% attack from simply using her Liberation, depending on the refinements of course, so this will persist throughout her off-field damage bonus, at least for 15 seconds. I'd rank this above Cosmic Ripples, but it might be on about the same power level as the stat sticks that I mentioned, meaning Rhyme Drape Spouts, Luminous Hymn, and Whispers of Siren. And after all that, there are the bad options. Suitable weapons if you have absolutely nothing else, but upgrade these immediately. Literally every other 4-star that seems like it's decent can definitely be upgraded. So for those of you who have only Jinjo's Keeper or Fusion at Creation, then definitely upgrade as soon as possible because these are just not going to be good on Phrolova. So is Phrolova's weapon a must pull? Kinda. If you have a spare Stringmaster or want to yank one off Yinglin, then you're absolutely set. It's exceptional on her, but not everyone listened to my advice during the anniversary and pulled 7 Stringmasters for all future Rectifier characters, now did ya? Coming back to bite you in the ass, right? All kidding aside, Whispers of Siren, if you have Cancerella, you're definitely better off using it on Cancerella. If you happen to pull a dupe because you were either super lucky or were just pulling for no reason, then it's a decent choice. I would highly recommend that you get her signature because it's going to really elevate her off-field damage by an insane caliber. If Phrolova's music is haunting, Lethean Elegy is what makes it hit different. Don't miss out on it unless you love coping. It's not quite a must pull, but it's definitely close to it as it hits 2 out of 3 of the standards for it being a must pull. Phrolova wants her majestic violin, so attempt to get it for her and you won't regret treating her to the shiny new instrument. Go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and thank you so much for watching. This has been VoidEnigma out.